Hi family, I'm Pastor Kel, and we have been taking the time out to answer some of the questions that you guys find yourself asking as you start developing yourself and growing with Jesus. One of the questions that we have is, how do I grow? How do I become more than I am right now? You see, we've given our life to Jesus, but then what's next? How do we become the person that we read about in the Bible? Well, the first thing we need to know is faith comes by hearing, and hearing, and hearing, and hearing comes by the Word of God. We have to constantly put ourselves in a place where we are bombarded with the Word of God. You see, throughout the years, you've been brainwashed with all this rubbish that says, you can't do this, or now you can do this. You have to get around the Word of God, and people speaking about the Word of God, so that negativity leaves your mind, and the positivity fills your heart. Once the positivity fills your heart, and once the Word of God fills your heart, it will manifest through your speaking. And as soon as it gets into your speaking, you know now you're in for the best time of your life. Because life and death is in the power of the tongue. As soon as we start speaking the Word of God, whatever we read about in the Word of God manifests itself in our everyday situation. The second thing we need to do is we need to have the ability and the confidence to change our lifestyles. You cannot carry on doing the same negative stuff, the same terrible stuff that poisons your walk with God and expect to get blessed. It's just not possible. What we sow, we reap. We have to have the character to change our lifestyles into one that's more holy, that one that shines, and not one that tries to bring darkness. It's not about keeping secrets. It's about outliving dreams. The third thing is, we mustn't sit. We need to get fit. The reason I say that is because faith is like a muscle. We have to exercise it. And the more we read and the more we speak and the more we live out the Word of God, the more it becomes part of our character. And once it becomes part of our character, the good thing, the things that Jesus wants us to be doing in life, becomes a lifestyle. It becomes a habit. It becomes a true mindset of the way that we should be living. So that's how we grow. We grow by getting into this relationship with Jesus and not only hearing about it, but experiencing it, becoming a friend, a family member, becoming part of God's plan. Well, I hope that helps you, and we know that we've enjoyed saying it, because it's helped us in our life, and we know that God is not a respecter of persons, that these ways and these methods and these little questions that we're answering will help us and get us one step closer to God's vision and God's purpose for our lives. We love you, family, and we hope you enjoyed yourselves.